be chopping blade.
Hey man, did anybody else get to winterize their equipment? Yeah, we looking good, we ready to go. 2021 season, all that rain, all this West Texas rain that we got, it was like off the charts or whatever, right? So that was one that just kept the grass growing, money coming in, right? That was a good thing. But it was weird still nonetheless, right? So then, boom, the season stopped for me, around beginning of October. Came home, winterized my equipment, you know what I'm saying? Empty all the gas out and all that whatnot, right? Week later, lady calls me. She said she wants, she needed some work done. Boom, get that done, you know what I'm saying? Come back home, washed it again, drained all the fuel out and all that kind of stuff, right? 2 weeks later, a client wanted some work done. So took it back out and I haven't emptied it since then. You know, I just kept everything like it was. But yeah, you know, I just thought that was, it's been like a, I guess, I don't know, just unusual, you know, weird occurrences happening. Cause in 2020, you know, it was like when it stopped in September, didn't start nothing back up until, you know, the following March, right? So yeah, so I had a realtor call me. She had a house that she wanted cleaned up. It just had mostly leaves. The grass hasn't been growing. It was mostly leaves. And she was like, you know, I guess you can take your trimmer thingy and go around the house and whatnot, you know, anyway. You know, and that's another thing that be getting me, how people try to tell you how to do your job. Like, you could get your little weed or your little blower thingy and just, you know, don't do that. Just tell me what you need done and I'll use whatever I want to use and get it done. Anyway, leaves in the front and the backyard, they want it done. She named her price and she named it so good for me that I just said, yep, sure will. When do you need that done? And so she told me, you know, whenever you can get me in. This was like last month, right? So I get to the house. Just like she said, just leaves. I think I put an edge on it, you know, just to, you know, give it extra. Put an edge on it, leaves in the backyard. Did the front yard, move on to the backyard. Started getting windy. So it took me a little longer to do the backyard than it took me to do the front yard, right? So by the time I got the backyard all finished up, buttoned up, go back to the front yard, it's leaves everywhere. No one's living in the house. The realtor just contacted me over the phone, already paid for the job. I had a choice to make. And the level of service that I feel like I provide for people whenever they call me for service is impeccable. That's what I strive for, right? So I've redone the front yard. Now, the thing about it is, it's not the tree. It was one tree in their yard that had most of the leaves, but they had trees on, you know, the neighbor's side. And that's what was happening. When that wind picked up, the few leaves that was on the neighbor's tree fell over in their yard, right? So, yeah, I as I was doing it, I just was wondering, I was like, man, I wonder what, you know, everyone else would do. Would everyone else go ahead and finish out the job, or just, you know, call the client and be like, hey, I cleaned up the front and backyard. Your neighbor's tree or yada, yada, yada. You know, I just want to know. So I was wondering, what would you guys do? What would you guys do? Let me know in the comments, all right? Chopping blades, get back at you.